Today's screencast is intended for grade 6 and will focus on calculating area. We are instructed to calculate the area of each shape below. Before attempting to calculate these problems, we must first ask ourselves a few questions. What is the area formula for right triangles? The area formula of a right triangle is A equals 1/2 base times height, or A equals base times height divided by 2. How do we know that this formula is correct? Each right triangle represents half of a rectangle. The area formula for a rectangle is A equals base times height. But since a right triangle only covers half of the area of a rectangle, we take the area of the rectangle and multiply it by half or divide by 2. How can we determine which side of the right triangle is the base and which side is the height? The base and the height of a right triangle are perpendicular to each other, so they form a right angle of the triangle. However, it does not matter which of these two sides is labeled the base and which is labeled the height. The community property of multiplication allows us to calculate the formula in any order. There are two ways to solve question 1. First, we can break the main triangle into two smaller triangles. The first triangle having a base of 3.3 inches and a height of 4.4 inches. The second triangle would have a base of 6.1 inches and a height of 4.4 inches. We can plug these dimensions into our formula A equals 1/2 base times height. For our first triangle, we would plug 3.3 inches into the base and 4.4 inches into the height, giving us 7.26 square inches. For the area of the second triangle, we plug the base 6.1 inches and the height 4.4 inches into our formula A equals 1/2 base times height, giving us the area of 13.42 square inches. If we add the sum of the two triangles together, 7.26 square inches and 13.42 square inches, we get the total area for the larger triangle, 20.68 square inches. Another way to solve for the area of this triangle would be to add the bases together. If we add 3.3 inches and 6.1 inches, we get 9.4 inches. If we plug these dimensions into our formula A equals 1/2 base times height, we get 9.4 inches times 4.4 inches divided by 2, which would give us our final answer for the area of 20.68 square inches. As we can see, both ways of doing it is correct, and both ways give us our final answer of 20.68 square inches. And this concludes our screencast.